So I wrote this small speech, I guess you can say, to express my gratitude for FGA. Because a simple thank you wouldn't be able to express how I feel. Because so many different people from so many different places, all accepting each other despite our differences, is what should be normalized, especially in normal schools. Like, I have never felt this good in a school in my entire life. Because, true story, in my old school, I was once doing a computer test, and now I'm not very good at the subject. I'm terrible at it. And I often fell behind in a lot of my classes because I also had trouble focusing. And as many people know, I am terrible at taking tests, and I was almost in tears trying to figure out this computer test. But I was doing pretty good. And over time, I watched as the rest of my class started handing in their tests, and I was the only one who seemed to be struggling. And one of my classmates, this boy who sat next to me, he looked over at my test and stood up and he said out loud, he said something like, "Of course you're the last one to hand in the test because that's what I'd expect from you." And he used to always tease me and call me stupid. And to hear those words from someone who was supposed to be my classmate, like my friend, it really hurt. And the more I heard those comments and the more he teased me and said I was never good enough, I started believing those comments. And teachers often yelled at me if I didn't complete my homework and called me lazy despite me sacrificing my mental health and sleep to catch up with work. And they weren't sympathetic with their students, and the guilt trip from teachers and the stupidly high expectations started to seep into my self-image, and I started seeing myself as not good enough, as someone who is different and will always be different. And it drove me into a very dark place and made me think and do very bad things. And I hated myself and wished that I could just be what everyone else wanted me to be. I tore myself apart trying to fit in within everyone's image of myself, and I lost myself for a while. But then FGA was kind of like that beacon of hope in the darkness. And when I joined, I was terrified of people making fun of me. I thought I wasn't gonna fit in like I did in my old school. But the first thing I remember I was ever greeted with was your warm, friendly smile and this enthusiastic, "Hey, welcome to Fusion." And I had never been greeted like that from a teacher for so long, and I had never seen such kind students and teachers before. I have, in my life, never seen that. And this school is filled with such talented, extraordinary people. I love everyone here, and I was able to get out of that really dark place thanks to them. And even it's so fascinating. Even when I join Zooms with random people I've never seen before, I'm just greeted with friendly smiles, and I've never felt like I was ever judged by anyone here. And just talking with you guys, even in the morning, has literally made my whole day. And when I think about this is how things should be in other places. We're all the same, students, teachers alike. And I'm so lucky to be here. I'm so lucky. You guys are so amazing. And I've met so many special, incredible people, and I love you all so much. Words can't express how grateful I am to have you guys in my life. And I'm able to find myself more. And even though I know I have a lot of work to do, I feel like I've gone out of that dark place, and I feel so much better. And I have never felt so supported in my life. You guys, you don't understand. You really saved me. Fusion really helped and saved me.